everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Retro Gamers Podcast, episode number 205. Larry here.
And Anthony here.
And what is happening, my friend?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it was a very busy week.
That it has for all of us.
Yes, for all of us. Yeah. We another Halloween has come and gone.
And with that, another celebration, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Halloween Eve. All Saints Day.
All Souls Day.
The Statue of Liberty's birthday.
When's the Statue of Liberty's birthday?
October 28th.
Why do you know? Oh, I know why you know that. Okay. But before we get into that, as always, just want to start off real quick. Remember, folks, wherever you listen to podcasts, check us out. Hit that subscribe button. You can watch us on YouTube. You can watch us on Instagram. And, please comment along. Even though the comments are technically after we record, we still like to see them and, follow along with the conversation.
Yes. Part of what makes us happy is when you make fun of us. So please don't hold back.
You should see my personal page. That's all people do.
Well, that's exactly why I bring it up. Plus, nobody really makes fun of me. And you know what? I feel like I'm being left out.
Can you take it? Can you handle it?
No, I just want to do. I want people to do it, so on the next episode they can see me cry.
I am all in on that.
There you go.
Revenge.
If you want to make me cry.
Revenge.
Leave some insults.
Revenge is a dish best served many years later.
Many.
So we got some good, just some interesting things to touch on today. But the first thing I want to mention, and actually I've been waiting a little bit because I'm dying to see your reaction, sir. First of all, happy belated birthday at this point.
Thank you, sir.
Here
we are.
Yes.
Here we are.
There you go. 42.
Too many, yeah. That's about 40 too many.
And I don't watch Hitchhiker's Guide, so I never read the book, so I don't know what's going on there.
Did you at least watch the movie?
Bits and pieces. I keep tuning into the part when they're building Earth.
That's the end of the movie.
Well, then I keep tuning into the end of the movie.
Well, watch the movie. Actually, I liked the movie. I thought the movie was good, even though it didn't make a lot of money.
I'm not against it. Just haven't got a chance to really sit down.
And the book, by the way, is absolutely amazing.
It looks like too many pages.
Because there were like 6 parts to it. That's why there were like 6 books.
Oh, it's not one big book? Well, no.
Well, you can get it as one big book as a giant compendium. Actually, where is mine? Mine went missing. But anyway, you can get it all as one big book. But the movie was just based off the first book, which is all of I think it's only like 200 pages and change. It's not that long. But I highly recommend it. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is fantastic, and you should definitely read it for sure.
One day.
One day.
But
yes, thank you very much.
Yes,
no
problem.
Very much for wishing me a happy birthday.
And not only
come and gone.
Another year in the books.
Another year in the books, and you know what? I don't feel any different, except older.
At this point, it don't matter. A couple things hurt.
It really doesn't matter anymore. It's like my body's already half broken, so it's like, what else could possibly happen? Don't put that out in the universe. Never mind. I'm good.
There is hope yet for 2020. The McRib is coming out in December nationwide. There is hope for 2020.
I heard about that. I was like, what? I was like, they're trying to just squeeze in one little positive thing for the end of the year. Although I'll be honest with you, I've never had a McRib.
I've only had it once, and it was only like a few years ago. I don't know why it took me so long. The thing's fantastic.
It's amazing what we're looking forward to for the rest of 2020. It's basically a McRib, a PS5 and an Xbox, and a Polymega. That is our 2020, people.
And right now, so far, the only guarantee is the McRib.
That 100% true.
So, but yes, your birthday was last week, and what I did was actually sent you, unlike my birthday from years past, I sent you a gift, but it is actually, hopefully, intact.
Oh, you mean it's not in 10,000 little pieces?
No, which is still in my closet, in the box, which is true. It's still there.
Well, and I expect you to keep that for the rest of your life. So
I'm trying to figure out what to do with it.
I mean, honestly, I would buy like one of those plastic display cases and just put it in there. And then you get, the nice little You're right. Virtual Boy, 1995 to 2019.
I actually no, I saw it. I don't know. I just don't remember the site, but I saw like one of these ads on Instagram. It's a company that's starting to sell. They only have 2 items up, but they sell these gorgeous framed pieces. But they'll take like what they have. I think it was more of an iPhone 4. But they had an iPhone 4 and an Android phone. They basically just completely disassemble it and then put it in like a schematic. But it's the actual piece. Cool. Yeah, it's the actual pieces of the phone.
I like that.
No, very cool. I'd love to do something like that with the Virtual Boy, but my head will explode. Trying to figure out what
with all those pieces. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
So, but and then you texted me when you got the package and you were like, should I open it now? So in my head, I'm like, of course, open it. But then you were the smart one and go, or should I wait till we record? I was like, good man. I like the way you think.
Yeah, because unlike somebody else on this podcast, I am a patient man and I can wait to open a gift.
No, I can't. I can't wait. Once I get it in my hands, if I know it's coming, I can wait. Like, I've never searched for a Christmas gift in my house.
Oh, well, see, there's where we differ.
No, I know that. I think we've had conversations before.
Oh, many.
but this, hopefully you like it. Hopefully you enjoy it. I was trying to figure something out, and I'm like, you know what? Let's give this a shot. So if you want to go ahead right now on the show, on the podcast, go ahead, open up the box, see what's in the box.
Okay. Well, before I open up the box to see what's in the box, I'm going to share a few things that my good friend Frankie sent me for my birthday.
No, he's not allowed. I don't think he's allowed on the show anymore.
What? Why isn't he allowed on the show anymore?
I don't know.
We really need to have him on the show. Anyway, he basically sent me a Loot Crate birthday package.
Oh my God.
Where there were like 4 books in it, 3 video games. Oh, you know what? I didn't pull the video games, but he gave me like, yeah, he sent me like The Sims on PS2.
Oh, wow.
And a couple of other games that I can't remember off the top of my head, and I'm sorry. But which is really cool. But the other things that he sent that I was very happy with were I got a Lego Super Mario.
Oh.
The Fire Mario, which is really
that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm very happy about that. Thank you, Frankie. I got this, and I'm struggling to figure out what it is. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's like a nameplate thing or whatever. But it's this Luigi.
Is it a belt buckle?
Oh yes. See, I don't wear belt buckles.
That's a belt buckle.
I don't wear belt buckles, so I don't know. Does it say
belt buckle? No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It says made in China.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, belt buckle.
That is, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's a belt buckle.
All right, so I got a Luigi belt buckle.
I used to be able to wear those type of belts, not anymore.
Yeah. Well, I don't wear. I mean, I wear belts, but I don't wear belt buckles.
You don't live in Texas, so you're good.
No, I don't.
But that's still cool.
But I should. I should move to Texas.
Why not?
Just because.
That's where I'm going.
And then the last but not least, like this is. I thought this was the coolest thing, and it's also something that you'll be jealous of because.
We jealous of something Frankie sent? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I'm never going to use it, and it's just going to be added to my collection. But I got a original Game Boy fanny pack.
Oh, that thing's cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So you just open it up. There's where you put your Game Boy. Yeah. Here's a little slot in the front for the games.
Wow.
Yep.
I am jealous of that.
I thought you would be.
Wow.
So
I thought
that was really cool. So thank you very much, Frankie. Really appreciate this. Along with some other gifts that he sent me, like some books and stuff like that. You don't read, so I'm not sharing those.
I read. I can read.
No. You can read. You choose not to. There's a difference. But at least I know you can read, or at least I think you can still read. We'll see.
I don't know. It's been a while.
No, I don't know either. You would lose your mind with the text-based adventure game I've been playing on PS4.
I just watched Shin Godzilla with the subtitles. The English subtitles, so I'm good.
Oh, okay, well that's good. I've been playing this Japanese game that's been translated into English called Shibuya Scramble on PS4.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a choose your own adventure thing where you have 6 different characters that you're following around, or 5. Based on the decisions you make, it affects the other stories, and eventually all the stories weave together if you make all the right choices.
Ooh, interesting.
But it's basically all text reading and then still images of the events as they're unfolding.
Boring.
It's quite interesting.
Tomato.
Didn't you read like the choose your own adventure books?
No, I did. Like those NES ones. Remember those?
That's what it is.
I've read those. Now if I read a book, I'm asleep like 3 pages in. I can't help it.
Actually, did you know that the Choose Your Own Adventure series became a board game. There are 2 choose your own adventure books that they turned into a board game. It's a card game, basically. Yeah, it's actually really fun. I bought it for a friend and we played it. It was really fun.
Yeah, I can see that.
Anyway, I'm stalling.
Yes, you are.
I'm totally stalling.
All right, I'm going to stall again. Did you see that awesome game table Arcade 1-Up is putting out?
Yes, and I want it.
Really? I would think you would not want it.
No, because, it's just so much easier. And I think the reason why I would say it's worth getting is because can you download board games?
I think you can.
Yeah, so I think it just might be less expensive. And I'll be honest with you, I have so much stuff taking up enough space as it is. Like, this office is loaded. I know you know. But what I'm saying is, like, board games take up so much more space.
Yeah, no, they do. And while Anthony's preparing there, Arcade 1-Up is putting out, it's called the Infinity board table or something. Yeah, it's basically an LCD tabletop that has different, like, officially licensed board games, Scrabble, Monopoly, Chutes and Ladders, I think, and some other games, and you can download more. And the thing looks awesome. So
and I'm definitely interested in it just for that reason, because, like, I have a lot of board games as it is. I really don't have. I don't have any more room. And on top of that, it's also a perfect opportunity to buy a game, test it out, and if you really like it, then buy the physical one.
That's true.
You really want it.
Okay, fair enough.
So there you go. See, reasons.
Done. Right. Sold.
So Larry sent me this wonderful box.
Oh,
so thank you, Larry, for my birthday gift.
That was a bigger box than I thought they were gonna.
Oh, you didn't know what box they sent it in?
I just brought it to the place and paid extra for the boxing.
Oh, okay.
But
that was nice of you.
Yeah, but this is the second time I've shipped you something from there, and the guy remembered me. And again, we had like those are big. No, I don't think they're poppable.
What are you talking about? I'm popping them right.
So loud it's overtaking the microphone. It was UPS, and the guy who works there is into gaming. So, like, because your surprise, your CD Sega CD game is in there.
Yeah. I could just do this for the whole show.
Oh, I heard that one. Sound like gunshots. All right, in any event, go for it.
Well, more plastic.
Well, nothing's wrapped, so you're gonna see it when you get in there.
Oh yeah. What did you say? Okay, so we'll start with. I need scissors.
No, don't open that one. I can tell the shape of it because it's going to give away then what the main thing is.
Oh, okay. Then I won't open that one.
Just look for the giant thing.
Oh, okay. All right. So I got giant thing.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't think I wrote I think. Yeah.
All right. 4 out of 5 cats don't care that it's your birthday. Okay, it's actually 5 out of 5, but I care, and that's all that matters.
I honestly could not find a video game related card.
I do like the cat licking his ass. So
there you go.
That's a very nice touch. All right, so I'm gonna open the.
You don't have a letter opener in there somewhere?
No, I have scissors.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go.
The last letter opener I owned became property of the lower courts of Brooklyn, New York, when I accidentally left it in my backpack when I went to jury duty.
Awesome. So someone's got it.
Well, they confiscated it when I went through the medical test.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then they told me I can get it back when I leave, and I just completely forgot and left. I was like, I'm not. And then I was already halfway to the subway station. I'm like, I'm not going back for a letter opener.
Why'd you even take it out? Oh, they searched.
It was from a previous job, and I just took
it
with me when I left there, and I just left it in the backpack. Who knew I was gonna I don't know. I'm not keeping track.
I once went to jury duty, and the lady was knitting in the courtroom. Courtroom.
Yeah, you can do that.
The judge was like, "How'd you get past security?"
Oh, look! If you learned how to knit in the courtroom, if you learned how to knit, you can do it in the courtroom too.
With knitting needles.
But they allow knitting needles on planes.
I know, but this was like right after 9/11.
Oh my god, the suspense is killing me, even though I think I know what it is.
They did a hell of a job wrapping it. I can tell you that much.
I can't stop.
It's like a Russian nesting doll.
Thing. Oh my god. Oh, I see what it is though, and it's awesome.
Just be careful with those scissors, then. For God's sakes. I can replace it, but I don't want to.
Wow! Oh my god. You shouldn't have.
There you go.
But you should have. It is a Sega Master System.
Yes.
Awesome. Where am I going to put it?
Not my problem. Done. There you go. Viola.
Sega Master. Oh, look. They left a cartridge in it.
No, yeah, no, that's the original Pac-In game.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Yeah, no, Larry, I do not have this, and I'm very happy. Oh, look what they sent.
Well, not what they sent. Look what I sent. Oh, yeah. So that they did throw in. That is a HDMI wire, which hopefully will work with it.
HDMI wire for a Sega Master System. Okay, this is really amazing.
For the most part, I think.
Thank you.
Nah, no problem. So many months ago, you were like the only system you're missing from the original 4 is the Master System.
You are correct, and that has now completed my collection.
For those curious, we believe that the Hyperkin Genesis HDMI wire will work with the Master System. So.
Well, I'm going to test that out, and I'm assuming what I'm about to open is a Sega Master System game.
Yes, probably. Depending on what you're opening. So yeah, you mentioned it, like I said, a few months ago, and I've just been wanting to do that, to get that for you, just haven't had a chance to.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Which I heard is a good version. Actually,
we'll find out.
Yeah, no, I've heard that is a better version than the NES. Well, anything's better than the NES.
Okay, well, that's good. And then there's some more stuff in here. Did you know there was more stuff?
Yeah, I think there's maybe one more.
Okay.
Well, not counting Spider-Man.
The game that I actually bought,
Yeah.
Okay, Larry, this is taking forever from the bottle.
Look, I'm just happy they wrapped it like that.
I was going to say, they know how to pack.
Yeah. What I paid, better.
Well, when I ordered the Xbox from them too, like they went all above and beyond.
Oh no, that is straight up UPS.
Ooh, Miracle Warriors Seal of the Dark Lord.
So this, and I bought these obviously at Game On, and we were looking through the games, and there was some games there, and like admittedly, I kind of started leaning towards games that like are just cool to own, but like everyone's played. But yes, there you go. Then this one,
me with instruction booklets.
This one came across, and it's an RPG. It's an RPG I'd never heard of, and I know you do enjoy RPGs.
I do.
So I'm like, you know what? Why not?
This is going to be fun to play. I want to beat one of these now for our 2020 contest that we completely forgot about.
Our 2020/2021.
Yeah, did we say that we're taking a mulligan and going? I think we did. Is that official?
Yeah. I think so.
All right, and last but not least is the game the one thing I did ask you to pick up and send me. Which you did. I'm trying to.
Boy, folks, I hope you don't expect this to be an ASMR episode.
All right, and this was the one that I asked when I saw that they had it, like they posted this on Facebook that they had it, and I wanted it for my collection, which was The Amazing Spider-Man versus the Kingpin on Sega CD.
Spider-Man.
In complete order.
Oh, there you go.
Full. Very nice, and also. A pre-owned price inside. That is definitely not correct.
No, not. But yeah,
not even a little bit.
That game's supposed to be. I have a copy of that as well, and that's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, that's why I wanted it because, I always wanted to own it. Oh, Echo the Dolphin. So many ads for that game.
Have you seen the?
But what I like here on the back: CD quality music and audio featuring a new original hit from Eric Martin of Mr. Big. Pump it up.
I don't remember Mr. Big.
Mr. No, I'm thinking of Mr. I was about to say. Wait, I know their songs. Never mind. Thank you for sending it. But thank you so much for the gift. That is actually really, really awesome. And you know the right way to my heart. So if we're taking a tally now, which systems am I missing?
All right. Well, we're taking a look here. If you're watching, Anthony has basically almost everything. I mean, Nintendo.
Let's look. We've got the Sega Master System. Let's go through Sega. We've got the Sega Master System. We got Sega Genesis and Sega CD. And I have the JVC XI combo with that. Yep. I know this is a very weird angle to see.
That's all right. No, we're good.
I'm just going to lean back.
Lean back.
We've got the Sega Saturn, the Sega Dreamcast.
Which you're good to go there. Technically, there was the SG-1000, but I don't think that one really counts.
No, I don't think so either. And then for Nintendo, I only started the NES. There was a system before it that I do not have. Then I have the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the Famicom, the Super Famicom, the Nintendo 64, the Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Wii, Wii U, and the Nintendo Switch.
So you're good to go there as far as home consoles.
Right. Microsoft, I've got the Xbox 360, and the Xbox One done there.
All right. And then the only system that actually has proper titles so we can keep track of them.
Yes. Sony PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5.
Soon.
On pre-order. That is.
I think that completes it for the big four.
Yeah. Now comes the real challenge. Now we're talking TurboGrafx, Neo Geo, Philips CDI.
Neo Geo. Oof.
You got to branch out. Or do you go even farther backwards? Because back there, I have an Atari 2600. I do not have ColecoVision and Television, Odyssey. There's a lot of other systems out there.
There are. I mean, again, we only talked about the big four, but you're right. There's definitely more to it.
No, for the big four, I'm done except for the first Nintendo system, which predated the NES.
The Channel F, whatever it was.
Yes.
Yeah, that one. I don't even. Good luck.
Next year, birthday.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think I have that much money.
That's okay, neither do I.
I would go TurboGrafx next because I feel like TurboGrafx is like the new, Analog is putting out their Turbo Duo. So like, I feel like TurboGrafx is like the next system to get that retro love to it. We're kind of almost going in order.
Yeah, so, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
And I also have a Commodore 64 in my collection as well. So.
You do. And I'm assuming
there's no way to put it.
The 5, and if you were to get an Xbox Series X, those are going to go out in the main living room.
Yeah, see, the current systems go out there because those are the ones that I play the most.
Gotcha, and then they'll get...
But the PlayStation 4, well, I got to see when the PS5 comes out, like if I can download everything to it, like everything that I have on PS4, I'll move the PS4 in here.
Supposedly.
Did you not pre-order, but did you order the... You pre-ordered the PS5, right?
No, I have not yet.
Oh, okay, never mind. Because there's an adapter you need for the VR headset.
Oh, is there?
They have to order separately. They give it to you for free, but you just have to order it separately.
Oh, I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
So thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate it. Another birthday is come and gone. But my love for gaming is eternal.
Will go on.
No. We've talked about
that's my next gift for you. And ever Celine Dion, everybody.
A sinking ship. Oh, damn it!
Yeah, no, you're on that right now.
Well, I've been on that for 205 episodes.
Sheboygan. All right, so let's, we're talking about systems, actually. Let me mention this real quick, because God help me, I have 3 game systems on order, and I'm not getting any of them anytime soon, apparently.
Okay.
So we mentioned the Atari VCS, which is a newer system that's been on order for a while, was supposed
to out this year.
Yes, well, maybe. Was supposed to be due out this month. In fact, it's supposed to be in my collection as we speak. But our friends at _Atari VCS on Instagram posted saying that the Atari VCS deliveries are delayed just a little bit longer and will commence in mid-November instead of late October.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
Mostly, really, the only thing is I think they're just missing the classic joystick, which prevents the start of fulfillment. So I guess that's the pack-in joystick. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, if you don't have a pack-in joystick, you can't play the system.
It's going to be a little tough.
You got to wait.
It's going to be a little tough. So, all right, so wait just a little bit. Look, at this point, again, I've waited this long. What's another month?
Mm-hmm. No, very true.
So we got that. Looking forward to that. And, also, speaking of, so you have your collection of home consoles. We've already talked, you weren't into the handheld gaming, which is fine. I mean, definitely some gems out there, but you weren't really into those. But our friends at Game On came across a wonderful, wonderful mobile handheld system that someone actually modded and connected to a television. And I'm talking about your favorite and mine, the Virtual Boy.
Yeah, so I really, really wish the authorities would know about this so they can arrest the person who actually managed to figure that out.
I mean, this thing looks... Oh, and it looks gorgeous, too, at least from the picture. I didn't get a chance to go yet. But
just think, people out there in the world can now play these 17 games that are on that system.
21?
Maybe? I don't know.
Yes, so a Virtual Boy has been consoleized, as they say. And from what I understand, runs really well on a television. Unfortunately, though, it runs via a VCS connection, which my television does not have anymore. So,
what?
The
really?
VCS. Yeah, like the for those.
AV?
No,
AV?
no. It's like a computer monitor.
Video?
Computer monitor connector.
Oh, got it.
Right? Am I saying that right? VCS? Yeah, VCS.
Yeah.
Which I actually used to have my Xbox 360 used to hook up through a VCS because I ran out of my TV back then. I ran out of all the inputs. I'm like, oh, I'm never going to hook a computer to this. And Microsoft put out an official adapter. Actually, it looked gorgeous through VCS.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but the new TV doesn't have it. So unfortunately,
bummer.
I cannot pick it up. And I heard it's a hump to mod a Virtual Boy to hook up to your TV. But one of their...
There's a reason why it is, because nobody should ever play it.
It's a labor of love.
It's a labor of garbage.
Wario Land Virtual Boy, easily top 10 platformer of any system. I'm telling you right now.
Okay. You are easily nuts.
We've had this discussion, and I'm not having it again.
No, so, I know, because
good day, sir.
You can only be wrong so many times.
I said good day, sir.
It's a good day.
All right, so if you're not going to Game On in Miller Place for the Virtual Boy connected to the television, at least then you can go enjoy one of their newer arcade games that they recently got installed. An original 4-player Simpsons arcade game.
Okay, that's really cool. Yes. I loved that game. Game
is amazing. Yet, growing up, all right, we're going to go local here, folks. Was that game at Funtime? I don't remember it being at Funtime.
I thought it was, yeah.
Because the only place I ever truly remember seeing this was maybe Buddies. Maybe.
I don't think Buddies was still around when that came out.
No,
I don't think so.
And then there was, we went, I forgot who I was with. Oh, in college. For like one of the groups I was in, we went for a fundraiser at a local Ronald McDonald House, and they had it. And I started playing it, and I got yelled at. I don't know why. But
why would you get yelled at?
I don't know, because I don't think I was supposed to touch anything. But because it is a Ronald McDonald House. But the game was fantastic, and then I really haven't seen it again since, until like Barcade and,
right. You know what was funny, too? When you brought it up saying that you haven't seen it, I was about to say, oh, you know what? I'll go check out Barcade and see if they still have it next time I go. And I'm like, oh, wait, that's a little far away.
Oh, yeah, no, there's none in Florida right now.
Nope.
All right. Well, maybe soon, hopefully.
Yeah, have a discussion with them. Tell them I need one.
Look, I'm trying to get one on Long Island. I'll work there.
I still have tokens for the LA one in my car.
I have a ton of tokens. When I got rid of my old car, I had the tokens in the quarter slides. You know the quarter slides?
Yes.
Yeah, they were all filled with Barcade tokens.
Nice.
Maybe I tried going over the bridge with them.
Sweet Jesus.
And, like one of the reasons why I still have a PS3 is because I have the Simpsons arcade game downloaded, because for a short time you were able to purchase it.
Yes, and if I'm not mistaken, I still have it on my Xbox 360.
Oh, you bought it too? Okay, I didn't realize you did. All right.
I don't think I bought it. I actually think because I was working at Fox at the time, and they gave me a free code.
Look, I got a free
download code.
Good move.
I worked the system.
You did. Did you get the X-Men game?
Yes, I do have the X-Men game on my 360.
Sweet. I have that on 360.
Yeah, I will never leave. My 360 will never go away just for those two games.
That's basically, I agree with you. So Simpsons Arcade, I just wanted to mention that. Really cool. So I got to get a chance to play that pretty soon.
Very cool.
Other than that, I just been kind of, it was Halloween, just kind of thumbing around. Castlevania is what I just want to mention. This may be a shorter episode, folks, just kind of give you a heads up. But,
yeah, we have lives, people.
Castlevania, Halloween. I was playing the games and everything, and I was watching some YouTube videos. Patman QC, I'll give him a shout out. Patman, Patman QC. Cool. Puts out a series of videos I love. He just does like histories of stuff. He takes a different game and just does history of. And the way he presents it, I really enjoy. But he has part 1 of a multi-part Castlevania that he put out. So I'm like, all right, it's like a half hour too, usually like 10, 15 minutes. So I'm watching it, good stuff. And there was just, I know, again, everyone out there knows, a lot of people listening, a lot of people watching already knew this stuff. But I didn't, with 3 particular games that, pretty interesting. First, Castlevania Chronicles on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Wonderful game. Fantastic game. It's got like a regular mode and a ranged mode. I didn't realize it was technically a remake of the Castlevania, specifically on the Sharp X86,000.
Oh, the Sharp X68,000.
68,000, excuse me, 68,000.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so it's not just, I thought it was just an overhaul remake of the first game, but no, it's technically of the Sharp X68,000.
Oh,
so I'm like, all
really
right.
Cool.
That
That's
makes
really
me,
cool.
yeah, it makes me kind of love it a little bit more because the Sharp X68,000 is the unofficial official system of the retro gamers.
Yes, one that neither of us own.
No, I would, one day. Maybe for Christmas. We'll see.
There you go. Ask Santa.
Another one. Super Castlevania 4 on the Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. Yeah.
Fantastic game. Gorgeous game. I remember when I first played it, I mean, the graphics, just the visual overhaul of that game was amazing. I mean, do you remember when you first played it?
Oh, yeah. I absolutely loved it. Never beat it.
No, clearly neither have I. But I'm not saying it's a direct, but I've heard it's kind of sort of a remake of the first Castlevania.
Really?
Which is weird. Now,
I find that strange. I mean, I remember playing it, and I don't remember it feeling like
it's
that.
It's not like a direct remake, but I think it's got like the spirit of a remake. I'm trying to read more. I'm trying to find some more information on this. Okay. But when you kind of go through and play it, again, like the first boss in the original game's a bat. On this one, it's on horseback. But when you look at it, it's kind of, you can see some sort of similarities.
Okay.
But I just thought it was interesting when I heard that part. But the biggest one that I'm really interested in, and God help me if I ever find a copy, on the MSX2.
Yeah.
Great system. Well, in some people's mind, great system. There was a game called Vampire Killer.
That's Castlevania.
Which is Castlevania.
Yeah.
The reason why it's called Vampire Killer, though, because I think they made it like right before they coined Castlevania and the series.
Wait a second.
Over here.
I
have a copy. Yes.
Didn't I get you a copy? Yeah.
You did.
Japan.
Actually, you know what? Yes, you did.
Yeah.
But here's, obviously I can't play it. But here's the thing. It actually is different. It's a different gameplay than the original Castlevania. It almost has a Symphony of the Night kind of feel to it, in the fact that it's not a straight up side scroller. I never knew this. So you go through the boards, and the boards are similar to the NES Castlevania. Obviously, the graphics going to be different, but instead of just progressing forward, when you get to the door and then it moves on to the next screen.
Yeah.
In the MSX, in the other version, in Vampire Killer, you have to find keys to open the door.
Oh, wow. Okay. So are these like keys hidden like in the walls type of thing?
Yep. They're in the walls. And then there's also chests that are through the board. You have to find other keys.
Wow.
I think you can...
No, go ahead. Finish.
No, I was going to say, like, I think you can hold multiple sub-weapons.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And I think there's a new sub-weapon, which I can't remember what it was, in this. I did. I kind of want to go and get it.
Yeah, it's funny because I was going to say, I remember when I picked that up for you because I was that was the one where I was in a store called Book Off. I wasn't in Super Potato. I was in this store called Book Off, which, by the way, I found one in LA when I was living there.
Yep. We went.
Yeah, we went.
Yes.
But I was in a store called Book Off, and it was sitting there, and I'm like, I knew you like Castlevania, and I'm like, yeah. I go, but I don't even know what this is for. And I remember sending you a picture, and I'm like, I found a Castlevania cartridge. I don't know what system this is, and I think you looked it up and said, or you just told me, well, it's Castlevania. Get it for me anyway.
I probably did. Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you sure?" And obviously, I picked it up for you. And who knew?
You know what's weird?
Look at us looking back.
What I feel like it said Castlevania. Dang it! Give me a second.
All right, so Larry's gonna go pull the cartridge from his shelf. Hopefully, he can find it quickly, so we don't have to just stare at his pop figures all of this time. If you're watching the show, otherwise, you're just gonna listen to me vamp to fill time. But that's it's some interesting information about Castlevania. I always was astounded with the Castlevania Symphony of the Night on PlayStation 1 that you were able to play the soundtrack because for the PlayStation 1, you were actually able to do CD audio. So you could play regular CDs in the system. And then if you put in Castlevania Symphony of the Night in your PlayStation 1, you could go and play the audio from the game, which was kind of cool.
What is a man?
Yes, I just was trying to vamp a little bit.
No, fair enough.
But did you found it, I assume? There it is. MSX2.
Yep. I guess I thought that said Castlevania.
Does it? Oh, that would say Vampire Killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vampire Killer.
So.
Mm-hmm.
But
that cartridge is actually in good shape.
It's very good shape, to be honest with you.
Now you just need an MSX2.
I do. That's on my list. But yeah, so there we go. So different enough. So if you ever find a version of that, check it out.
That's really cool. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? It also comes back to, like, you know, how we talk about how Contra was different on the Famicom compared to the one they released on NES and all that stuff. It's just kind of, it's cool.
Yeah, no, the Famicom Contra is, but that's more just the cutscenes. The actual gameplay itself is so much.
Gameplay is the same, yeah. I like how they alter them slightly to make it a bit more challenging. And you know what? It could also be. I don't know. Does that have a copyright date on it? The MSX2.
Yeah, 86. 86.
Okay. No, I was going to say, because if that came out later than the other ones, like, in other words, it's a way to sell the system. It's like, you can play this game on our system, but it's different. It's a little bit different.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And I think this was, I think the MSX was more of like a European system, I think.
That sounds correct to me. Yeah.
Yeah. But in any event.
Just another way to market a game.
There you go.
You know, make it slightly different.
There you go.
Yep.
Speaking of games, that reminds me, because speaking of Frankie as well, he's been bugging us for the last couple of weeks. This is more on the newer side. I finally got the Avengers on the PS4.
Did you realize the Black Friday sale was already announced for it?
I got it for free.
Oh, how did you get it for free?
Because Who
do you know?
Verizon Fios, baby.
Verizon Fios is giving you free copies of the Avengers.
It was, yep. There was a. It's over now. The thing, but yes, when I purchased and signed up for it, I got a free copy of the base game of the Avengers on whichever system I wanted. So I was going to make the old man and get it on Google Stadia, but I went with the PS4. I think I got
Smart man.
I got like one skin download pack or whatever it was, a character pack. And I just redeemed it today because I just got Fios yesterday from recording.
Yeah. Is it safe to admit that the Google Stadia is a failure at this point?
No, I just the game's coming out.
No. I'm not talking about you admitting that your purchase of it was. I mean, in general, like the system itself.
No, I don't. No. I honestly don't think so. I mean, I don't really like when they come out, when Google Stadia comes out with the videos and posts. I don't really see. I mean, you're gonna see hate because that's what the internet's all about. But but there is still a lot of people out there who do enjoy it. From what I can tell, and with so much of the cross-platform play, like if I was in college and I had the choice with the games I'm playing now. I would probably go Google Stadia because all it is a Chromecast. Just for you know what I mean?
Yeah, but cross-platform play is now starting to show up across consoles now too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So like, and might I say, like, there's cross-platform play on Dead by Daylight now.
There is.
Yes, there is.
No, I'm saying I'm agreeing with you. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there is. I turned it off.
Yes, you can turn it off.
Yes, which I happily did because PC players are cheap.
That's duh.
Yeah. Literally, like, I'm watching these guys that are like, you know, they're high ranking killers, like rank 1s and 2s. And I'm like, and they play like terrible cheap games. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I'm not even going to bother. I mean, there are enough PS4 players that do it. I don't need to bother with PC players that play like morons.
It's like that in PUBG. When we do
it's any game you play online. That's just kind of how it goes, except Friday the 13th.
But honestly, I was going to tell you, you know, I would say a good week, I was trying to figure out if, like, especially with PUBG, because I play that a lot. And I'm talking with the Xbox. We talked about this before. Like, I think neither one of us is really getting the full use out of our Xbox One.
No, mine's a paperweight.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of a paperweight, behind you there, sitting down.
That is one big paperweight. Oh, do you want to pop the bubbles? My cat wants to pop the bubbles.
I was actually trying to figure out, like, if I was able to cross-platform, meaning actually like log in. This they're not doing, but if I was able to log in and carry my stats from the Xbox to Google Stadia, I would probably get rid of my Xbox One. because then I can play PUBG cross-platform with my buddies, and some of the other games that I have on it, and so many good games that you're getting for free when you're a subscriber for $10 a month. And I still, now here's the issue with the Google, and this actually kind of leads into something else I wanted to talk about. So I got Fios for the first time ever.
Okay.
Fiber optics is the greatest thing ever invented. So, I've already able to see the difference in 24 hours compared to when I had Optimum, because I'm here on Long Island.
Okay.
And, we only really have two choices, Optimum or Fios. And I have no problem saying, in my humble opinion, Larry Mormon's humble opinion, Optimum is terrible. Their customer service is garbage, and their service was terrible. The router kept rebooting itself randomly every other day.
Yep.
And because I got a gig internet speed, I was considered a business account. So like regular customer service couldn't help me.
Wow.
I'm like, so when I go to cancel, to try and pitch you on stuff, I'm like, no, you can stop now. I don't want Optimum. Cancel it. I even told them one day when Fios shows up in my parents' neighborhood, they're canceling Optimum. So
yeah, I've been wanting fiber optic for a long time. Like I'm dying to get Fios where I am.
It's the greatest thing. It's that, or Google is slowly making their way around.
They're working their way through.
Yeah, but when I got Fios and I hooked it up, I can already tell the difference in the streaming quality. Like, it's weird to say, but the 4K looks even better with it. And when I was playing PUBG last night, like, it held up. It wasn't lagging, and it came out crystal clear. Yep. So kudos, man. Fios, I will swear to Fios. So thank goodness for them. But yes, also as the kicker, I got the Avengers, also a year's worth of Disney Plus,
nice.
And a free stream Vios con Dios, a free Verizon stream TV box, which I really have no use for, but I got one anyway.
Nice.
So
yeah, when I got Spectrum here, they tried to give me one of those, and I told them to keep it. I told them on the phone, I said the only reason why I have you as a service is because there's nothing else in my area.
Literally nothing else, yeah.
No, literally. I said, there's literally nothing else in my area. I go, if I had a choice, I would not have you. I was like, and do not send me that box. Actually, no, they sent me the box and I brought it back to their store because I told them, I said, I don't care if it's free for 3 months. I go, I don't want it.
Yeah, no, this thing is like, it's almost like an Apple TV. It's completely free. So, but in any event.
Yeah, which is great. I go, but yeah.
Is Fios even close to you? Like,
the Spectrum one is like, oh, we give you, it's free for 3 months, and then they start. I'm like, no, I don't want it. Go away.
Not worth it.
No, I don't think Fios is. I don't know where Fios is. I just know they're not in my zip code.
Yeah. Well, yeah, to just get, if you know people in the neighborhood, just the more people that ask Verizon, hopefully they'll get down there. So,
all right, cool. I'll just start robocalling.
Do it. Yeah, so much for a short episode. I didn't realize how long we're going already. So this is good.
Well, look, we start talking, things we snowball, and it's just, that's the way we are.
One of the, we'll begin to wrap it up because I think we're going to actually go a little bit on this one, and I think it's a worthy topic. Of all those systems behind you, one of them actually just celebrated an anniversary last week. Besides
me?
Yes. You share an anniversary with a system.
Oh, wow. Well, I figured, this console had an anniversary last week.
The consoles are slowly breaking down.
Yeah. Hey, look, all consoles slowly break down one at a time. Yes. But and it wasn't on the exact day. If I remember correctly, I believe it was on October 26th, I want to say.
Sure.
That the Sony PlayStation 2
yes.
celebrated its 20th anniversary, 20 years old.
That is crazy, man.
Came out in 2000. October 2000.
Probably, I forget the numbers, but I think it's the best-selling console of all time. Right around with the Wii.
As of right now, I believe it's still true. Yes.
I think it's easy to say, though, probably one of the best systems of all time.
Yes, but does it count that as the best selling system of all time? Because the government bought like a ton of them and used them as like a supercomputer.
No, wasn't that a PS3?
Oh, I thought that was a PS2.
No, maybe they may have done it with a PS2, but I'm pretty sure that was with a PS3 because when you got the PS3, actually your PS3 may have this. On the PS3, you were
the old one, the original, yeah,
the original one, yeah. You were able to keep it on and run, and it was doing it was crunching numbers for some sort of scientific data research.
Yes.
It was like DNA or something like that. Like you were donating the time of the PlayStation. Yep. I did that every now and again. I kept it on, let it run. Yeah. But that's why I think that did it. But the PS2 though, probably game wise. Well, first of all, it had about 39,000 different video games. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely endless. And it's funny because when I look at my PS2 collection, I'm surprised at how few I have.
Really, right? Same here.
Yeah, like I thought I had a lot more, and I'm like, did I trade them in? But I think I was still trading in stuff at the time.
So the PlayStation 2 came out, October 26, 2000.
Yeah.
Wow, Japan got it in March. I didn't realize it was that much of a difference. March.
Yeah,
of 2000.
They always get things first. Except for Microsoft because they hate them.
And then the PlayStation 2 Slim version came out in November of 2004.
Which is the current one that I have because my original PS2 has stopped working. I still have it, but it doesn't work. I need to get it fixed.
I'm sure you can find a Slimline one for cheap.
No, I have a Slim.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, gotcha.
I have a Slim. My original does not work, but then somebody at my previous job gave me his original, so I have a working one.
All right, cool.
I also have the iToy.
Yeah, I know. So did I. So did I. So just to run some stats here, PlayStation 2 is a 6th generation system. Came out selling price $299 US. Officially discontinued worldwide January 4th of 2013. That's
a 13-year run.
It
pretty
did
much.
A full 13-year run.
Yeah.
As of March 31st, 2012, there was 155 million units shipped. Yep. Of course, with the PS2, I think it's easy to say probably for a bunch of us, it was our family's go-to DVD system for a long time.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Especially, at least for us, because that came out, you were already out of college, and I was probably late junior when it came out.
I was out of college.
When did you graduate? College.
Which time?
That's right. I forgot. Yeah, you like.
I went to college forever.
You did. I apologize. I forgot.
Thank you. At that point, actually, it's funny. At that point, I think I was just wrapping up my first degree.
But to be fair, you didn't dorm, so. I did, and I remember when I got the PS2, it definitely got used as a DVD player.
Oh, yeah, there's no question about it. I remember using it as a DVD player at home, too. I mean, it was, because we had the living room, the one in the living room, and then obviously the PS2 was in my room, so I just used it there.
The best-selling game of all time. Do you know the best-selling game of all time on the PS2?
On a PS2?
At least take a shot at it.
Oh, I don't... Here's the thing, because Sony, I can't think of they really never had a big mascot except for maybe Crash Bandicoot, but
not a first party game.
Not a first party game.
Nope.
Was it a Star Wars game?
No.
It
is a big. All right. As of February.
Oh wait! Was it The Sims?
No.
Oh, okay.
As of February 2009, selling 17.33 million copies. GTA San Andreas.
Oh, GTA, that makes sense.
Yeah. And of course, the PlayStation 2, one of the other cool features about it, I'm not going to say the first because there were others, but its backwards capability with the original PlayStation.
Yes, and that I was always forever grateful for that.
So,
yeah.
Great
Love
games. That. I mean, again, it goes.
Well, is there a game that you played on the PS2 that just pops out in your brain?
I mean, honestly, GTA 3 is probably the first one. Yeah. That got a lot of play in college. I remember that. And then I remember for a while switching over, and I mean getting heavy gameplay out of, and we talked about these before, Frequency and Amplitude. Yeah,
I loved Frequency. I don't think I ever played Amplitude, but I loved Frequency.
These games were the predecessors to Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero, Rock Band, games like that.
Yep.
Great music. It was like techno, would you call it, I guess? I mean, at the time, I think techno was
I guess
in.
techno housey kind of stuff. Yeah.
What else? GTA definitely. Those two games. Some other games. I remember some of the early games playing. Like I remember The Bouncer was one of the first games to come out on the PS2.
Oh wow. Okay.
Devil May Cry, the original Devil May Cry. Kingdom Hearts. I got a lot of gameplay
for sure.
Got to the stupid 100 Acre Woods, and then that was it.
Yep. I beat that game.
A wonderful version of Gradius 5.
Yep.
On the PS2, which is probably like one of the last games that had the purple bottom
Oh,
to it.
yeah.
Before they just switched to regular CD-ROMs.
Yep.
Well, the color, I should say.
Yes.
And then, I just had it in my head. Oh, man. All right, well, I'm thinking of the last one. What are some of the ones that pop out to you?
Kingdom Hearts for sure is one of the first ones that pops in my head. No question about it. And although I played this on the GameCube, Baldur's Gate was also available on the PS2.
Yes. Dark Alliance, to be specific.
Dark Alliance, yes. That Frank and I, that was what we played through together as roommates. Can't forget the WWF SmackDown series.
Great.
Once it moved over to the PS2. Oh yeah, I mean, as you know, us big wrestling fans.
Yep.
And I believe also the Legends of Wrestling series, which was fun because at the time we had the ability to play as like just legends from all over the all over the wrestling spectrum.
Yeah, basically fun. At the time before Legends were signed to these contracts and everything, they were all. And I remember Acclaim.
Everything all right? I'm trying to cheat and look at my PlayStation games.
What was Gradius 5?
Oh yeah, the Spider-Man movie games. I loved those on the PlayStation.
Never played those.
I really enjoyed the first movie game.
Okay.
The second one, I believe I played through also, but I remember playing the first one through fondly.
I remember now. Spy Hunter. They remade Spy Hunter on the PS2.
Yes,
fantastic. It came with the music CD by Saliva.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Spy Hunter. I don't think I played Spy Hunter 2 on it, but the first one was fantastic.
I remember playing through 24, the game based off the TV show.
And that's the other thing, again, because this happened with the PlayStation. It got to a point in the lifespan of the series where it just became so easy to make games, and everyone was making. Because you get like those, remember like those budget $10 PlayStation 1 games.
Yep, it's just insane.
Yeah, and then you got things like I think I got you one year for your birthday or Christmas. Friends, the trivia game on PS2.
And I think I still have it.
I would hope.
Well, most of the stuff you give me, I throw it. No,
fair enough. You did make me return one time.
What?
You did make me return one time.
Didn't I already have it?
No, you just didn't like it.
Oh, sweet. Sounds like me.
It was a long time ago, people. It was a long time ago.
It was a very long time ago. I swear I'm not a jerk.
But yeah, just so many awesome games.
Well, that's the thing. The thing about PlayStation 2 that always boggles my mind is that there were so many games. It's really, and here's the other thing too. And this is the reason why, I personally find it hard to come back to which games did I remember the most on PlayStation 2? Because at the time, PlayStation 2 and Xbox were basically synonymous with each other. And I had a lot of time differentiating between which ones were Xbox, which ones were PS2, sometimes Dreamcast, sometimes GameCube. Even though GameCube didn't have that many. But it's really the Final Fantasy games on PS2 were really solid. Final Fantasy X and then the sequel 10 X-2 or 10-2. So, I mean, those were great. The compilation, I remember the compilation.
That's what I wanted to mention.
The compilation games like Namco Museum and all that stuff that came out on there was awesome. What else? God.
All those Midway Treasure series?
The Midway Treasure series was amazing.
Did you have any of the peripherals? More like the. Did you ever get the network adapter or the hard drive?
No, I never did.
See, I remember I got the hard drive I got the network adapter first. And I remember the first game I played was NBA 2K5 online. I was like the first. No, that's a lie. EverQuest for PS2.
Yes, EverQuest.
Played EverQuest Online Adventure for the PS2. Played it for about a month and a half. And I'm like, nah. And that was on dial-up. Holy Lord.
Wow.
And then, then me and my friends did like an NBA tournament, which is really cool just to play on. I was playing online on a console. And I remember that kind of blew my mind. I'm like, this is pretty cool. And then the hard drive came out, which weird enough, you couldn't save to the hard drive. You could only you still had to save to the memory card. The hard drive was more just to run the games, these bigger games, which was Final Fantasy, I want to say 11. 11 or 12. One of them was online. The first one was online.
Yeah,
so
Final Fantasy 11 for sure.
And then when I got Final Fantasy 11, I got the hard drive.
11 was online, if I remember correctly.
And then I'm like, oh, this is kind of like EverQuest. And I just stopped playing EverQuest. Mm-hmm. So, but still, I had the hard drive. Yeah. So I had all those adapters. And the PS2 just... you know, you think about the number of games that came out that the PS2 could have easily gotten sucked into oversaturation, but it didn't.
No, you know why? Because again, it was like everybody loved that system, and that's what it was. There was something on that system for everyone. We brought up GTA, like GTA 3 kind of reinvented the whole, just the whole open world game. I mean, it's just, you can thank GTA 3 for the popularity of that. But two other games that just popped in my head, and I believe they were originally on the PS2, if I'm not mistaken, God of War, Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes, both. Fantastic.
Yep. Absolutely phenomenal. I mean, there's a reason why they go back and they remake these games. Same thing with Devil May Cry. Like when I played the first Devil May Cry, I was in awe of how amazing that game was. Absolutely.
Even the second
loved it. Yeah, I mean, well, the second one suffered from a lot of like they changed the controls and it was a little more complicated. But I have to say, like that first Devil May Cry game, I'm like, okay, I go, Dante's such an awesome character and just absolutely loved it from top to bottom. Just super cool game.
There you go. So yeah, much love to the PS2. Happy birthday, PlayStation 2.
Yes.
And again, let us know some of your gems, your favorites of the PlayStation 2 as we get ready to officially wrap up this episode. So much for it being short. And
we love to talk.
No, totally. And where can they find us?
You guys can find us on Facebook.com/RetroGamersPodcast, on Instagram @RetroGamersPodcast, on Twitter @RetroGamersPod. You can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. We are pretty much everywhere. You can watch us on YouTube, and you can watch us now on Instagram TV. Yeah. And if you want to email us, you can email us at email@theretrogamers.com.
Yes, awesome. And please let us know how, first let me know if it works. I'm sure it will. But let us know how the Master System is when you get a chance.
I definitely will. As you know, I have no other games to play in my house, so I'm sure I will get to it right away.
It's not like you're busy or anything.
I don't, what do I do? I really don't do anything, do I? I'm not, it's not like I work for, no, never mind.
Fair enough. And we'll wrap this one up. And again, happy belated birthday at this point.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate them. You don't understand how happy it is to see that in my collection now.
And you got some good shout outs online too for some happy birthdays as well. So the people
Yes,
love
I did. Thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. I really appreciate it. I was working the entire day, so I did not get to say the thank yous that I wanted to say to everybody. But it just goes to show you, like I every time my birthday comes around, I'm that type of person who's kind of like, it's my birthday. I'm not that happy. I'm not the joyous person on the birthday, but it always makes me feel good when I do see people wish me well, and I'm very appreciative of that.
Awesome. And folks, we will catch you right here next week, everywhere on the Retro Gamers Podcast.